up, sleepyhead. Bedtime's over. What happened? Do you know? Please. Have care. Yeah. Yes. Filling it up with stones. And then, when the time came, he... Shit. It's all my fault. Was he trying to kill? I think he just wanted to send a message. Knock you unconscious, maybe. But that blow caught you off balance. Luckily, we had some Madrigal in the med bay. Well, but after the injection, you... Of course. Yes. Well, I know that now. Wait. From someone who knows you best. You... Yes. Fortunately, all of this happened before we... Did you at least pretend to be me? Oh, come on, Jan. You and I couldn't be more different. Yes. Well, I hope you also heard the important part of my story. We're lost. The navigation system's down. The storm is... We've been circling blindly for days. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but frankly, the base is close to breaking down. The storm's been putting it under a lot of pressure, and supplies are... It's been quite... Do you have any regrets about not going with them? And abandon my lab? No way. That could never happen. But if you're asking me whether I believe our chances of survival are greater, well, that's a whole different question. We've been doing what we could to get out of the storm. With all the time we've lost, I'd say we're one mistake away from failing the mission and getting stuck here. We need to stop drifting aimlessly. Flawless. I'm okay. I was hoping things would change when you woke up, but I suppose it's gonna take more than... And I was hoping you'd be a little more helpful, you know? Not so eager to step up now when things have gone to shit, huh? You're the one who's led us here. It's your bullet to bite. Bullet? What bullet? What are you talking about? I didn't want to stress you immediately. Some messages in the comms room from before we... Okay. What's it? Just... So, you're a loyal guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're out of that, by the way. Coffee, so... Yeah, maybe you should question yours, too. About waking up from that coma. Now you'll have to watch... Something wrong? Yeah, the computer in the lab is lagging. So, you stayed. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, I don't know what the scientists told you, but we'll never get out of this damn...
So, I just had the most disturbing conversation of my life with someone who introduced himself as your alter. Alters, Jan. What the fuck? It was so scary. And you didn't think to warn me. I mean, why would you? What is going on with you? Do you have any idea what you've done? And that tabula rasa thing? You're farming people to extract brain cells now. That person, your copy, he was so cool about it. Maxwell's solution, huh? If only you had the patience to wait just a little longer. If only you wanted to listen to what I found out. This whole Project Ela, Maxwell experimenting on damaged people, messing with their minds. Man, that guy is seriously sick. Do you label your alters with numbers too? Like he did with his patients, like for example, patient 313? Did he tell you what happened to him? Well, maybe you should ask. Or maybe you already know and you just don't care. I guess not much can surprise me at this point. You've crossed a line, just like him. To think I got the whole medical department on their feet for you. What was I thinking? I should turn you in, both of you. But I can't do this, Jan. You're lying there, unconscious, and I don't know what's become of you, or who you are anymore. And I don't think I want to find out. I wish I'd never called you in the first place. I don't want any part in your freak show. You'll just have to deal with it on your own.
Jan, Maxwell here. Lucas told me there's a communication breakdown again. Whatever is going on there, if you can hear me, please try to get in touch with us. I beg you to make the last push. Humanity needs you. I need you to succeed. I just hope my idea worked with tabula rasa and that all your alters are healthy and alive. It's just very, very important, Jan, that you bring all your alters back, that you keep them safe. More important than you think.
Find me when you're done with those calls.
A soccer ball? Who takes a soccer ball to space?
Oh, shut it. It was important to me.
Looks like the mess is bigger than I thought. Yes, we've waited long enough for you to come to, but we need decisions fast. What's the plan? Plan is simple. We need to get out of this sandstorm and reach the rendezvous point. I just don't really know how. Not yet. I never thought I'd say it, but I miss the technician. He knew that navigation system inside out. He kept challenging me. I failed him, and you're paying the price. Now's not the time for regrets, Jan. We need to set a direction for the base, and it needs to be right. We can't afford another day of drifting aimlessly in this storm. This is not a joke, Jan. Everything depends on you. The mission, Rapidium, our lives. You decided to trust Maxwell's scientific methods, and I respect that. But it came with a price. It was too much for some of us. I'd hate to know we paid that price for nothing. I did what it took to save you, even if it meant coming across as cold-hearted. But it looks like my motives were misunderstood, and everything crumbled. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better. As your captain. No need to blame yourself. Apparently there was no way for you to ever become one. What do you mean? Just take a look at the branchings available in the QC. You can find all sorts of walks of life that you could have taken, but a captain? No, it was never possible. None of us were cut out for that role. You're right. It's kind of liberating. Oh, this... Actually... What? That code we got from Maxwell to upgrade the QC. He and Lucas used the mind records in a completely different way. You're not really thinking we should try and repeat that? Oh, I agree it could be dangerous, but well, you said it yourself. There might not be another way. Fine. I'll do it. What's the plan? It's hard to call it a plan. Just go into the womb, I'll plug you in, load Maxwell's code, and... improvise. Testing on production? Doesn't sound like your standards. Well, I had to say goodbye to my standards the moment I woke up in this base.
Activating the procedure. Any last words?
Yeah, is it okay to have second thoughts about... Oh, right. My car. Is it over?
Hello? Anybody here?
Base has stopped. I should check outside. Ah, shit. We're still in the storm. What the hell? Hey, someone's there. Wait. What was that? Maybe you should have run faster.
What the hell? Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am you, Jan. Just different.
Is this a dream?
No, Jan. You just woke up, remember?
But where am I? Still in the base or somewhere else?
You're right here. Where else would you be? The better question is, why are you here?
I wanted to change things. Become a better man. Someone who knows what to do.
A better man. You can't just start being someone else all of a sudden. Didn't Pops teach you that?
I'm not my father.
Maybe not. But aren't you doing what he did all his life? Waiting for a miracle to happen and change everything.
That's not true. I wasn't waiting for anything. I took matters into my own hands.
Do you really believe that? That you're the architect of your own fate? What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion? It's crossed your mind, hasn't it? Does it really matter what I do, where I go, what I say? Am I the captain of my ship? Or does it take its own course regardless of what I do? My choices are real. My altars are proof of that.
Hey,
Why are
why are you
that?
doing that?
Cut it out.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. But you haven't been listening carefully. I told you. I'm you. It breaks my heart to see you so absorbed in that whole what-if business. Using your altars to revisit problems you couldn't solve. You've been very busy. But still, instead of moving forward, you end up here, stuck in your past. How is that?
I know now that I could have been there for her. If I had taken a different path.
She's gone, Jan. She always was. There was never anything you could have done.
Where's he gone? Oh, this is crazy. Is that you?
It was a mistake. Why didn't you fight for us? We weren't meant for each other. I tried.
What is going on with me?
We weren't meant for each other. It's over!
Years of my life together. We were so good together.
Lena,
It's over.
It's over.
don't go. Wait.
I guess you two just weren't meant to be together.
You again? Come here to make fun of my failures.
Not my fault you're caught up in their loop. In that big round base of yours.
I'm moving forward.
Yes. To stop short on the wrong side of a precipice. Can't you see that you never were good enough for her? Her parents were mad at her when she dumped that law student for you. The unemployed miner's son with no prospects. And you wanted to impress them with what? A house with a garden, a steady job and a corporation? Is that why you were so afraid of losing that house and going abroad with her? Because you knew her parents wouldn't respect you? Just look at your altars. Don't you think any one of them would impress her more than the average boring Yondolski?
She fell in love with the person I was, not with who I could have been.
Love. Such a big word. Was it real love, though? Can you even tell what's real? How many times did you wonder that maybe you're not the original Jan? That there had to be someone else, a version of you who actually deserved to live, to be loved. Because he always knew what to do, because he never made mistakes. Maybe that way he was worthy of his father's love.
That's cruel. Why are you doing this?
Me? Jan. Didn't I already tell you that I'm you? Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
Hey! Please, don't go! Where are you going? Hey, you. I'm sorry.
They were dead before you got to them.
Why did I survive and not any one of them?
Someone had to.
All this time and I still don't understand what happened.
I'm sure you have some smart theories up your sleeve. Go ahead. Hit me.
Maybe Maxwell did it. He's got more control over these missions than anybody.
Why would he kill everybody but you?
Maybe he knew there was rupidium here. He wanted someone to get stranded with it. To have no choice but to make their altars. And I was the best choice because he thought it would be easiest to manipulate a simple builder.
Really? You believe that? You see, I think that deep down, you know what happened. The answers were always there, in front of you. But instead of piecing them together, you preferred to look away.
What answers? What are you talking about?
You know there was an oxygen leak during the landing. You got that information. And you also know what the quantum computer is, how it operates, what its main purpose is.
To bring back rupidium. At all costs.
That's right. Its role is to ensure the success of the mission no matter what. And it looks like in the face of an emergency, it had to do just that. There was only enough oxygen for one person to survive. And the QC had to calculate the probability, as it always does, who should receive that life-saving breath. No judgment, no reading tea leaves, just pure data analysis to give the answer to one simple question. Who had the biggest chances of completing the mission?
And it was.
Yes. The math pointed to you.
How do you know all this?
Because you know it. You always did. But you were so focused on your mistakes.
I was busy making tough decisions and figuring out how to avoid bad choices.
What is a bad choice, really? You feel you could have made a lot of different decisions in your life, but without those choices, good or bad, you wouldn't be who you are. The person with the best chance to pull it off. Maybe it's not you who needs to change, but your perspective. Mistakes can have good consequences too, you know.
And they're not mistakes anymore, are they?
My point exactly.
Still, I lost a part of my team.
Conflicts can open new, unexpected paths.
What do you mean?
Find and follow your disobedient side. You've spent a lot of time on this planet escaping the sun, facing the darkness. Maybe it's time you started looking through the darkness and notice the light.
The light? What light? Hey.
That's it? You sure? Looks like I'm back. It does. And well, you're cognizant.
You've been shaking on that bed for an hour. I was honestly worried about the choice of settings I applied in that program.
No. I think you did everything right.
So, did it work? You look the same. Did anything change?
Yeah, to be honest. Everything's different. Just not the way I expected. So, what happened? I understood things. Things I sort of knew, but my brain kept hidden from me for some reason. It's called the subconscious, Jan. Yeah, I guess it is. So, my subconscious told me that instead of trying to fix my old life, I should try and take something good from what I messed up. It was very comforting.
I'm sure it was. Did your subconscious by any chance mention how we could get out of here?
Yeah. We should look for the technician.
The technician? Do you really believe he's still alive?
My subconscious seems to believe it.
Well, that vehicle is definitely more maneuverable than our base.
He said something about noticing the light. That make any sense to you?
The light? Seriously? We risk everything to alter your mind, and all you come back with is a cliched epiphany about following the light?
Doesn't the tur emit any light?
Probably. But in case you haven't noticed, there's a sandstorm raging outside. We'd never be able to see anything, even if we had the most high-end...
Wait a minute. What? Tell me.
Low-frequency electromagnetic waves detection.
Oh, now you're confusing me.
That could be it. Yeah, the navigation system. It can be switched into an auxiliary mode, tracing any interferences in electromagnetic wavelength. And that means if there was a source of artificial light somewhere nearby, the sensors could be able to locate it.
And follow it.
Right. If the technician really did find a way through the storm, and the tur vehicle is not too far away, it could be worth a try. Your subconscious might actually be a genius.
Oh, you never doubted that, did you?
Out of the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked.
Our idea?
Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we?
Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle?
We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far.
I was wondering, aren't we getting any signal from the tour vehicle? We are, but it's ambiguous. It seems to be close by, but so... Fine. I'll take a look. Good. You know, Lord. Look, it's the technician we're talking about. An unstable, whatever survival strategy he's boiled up, we'd better have... The only way to guarantee that is to locate... Maybe they left some... just... I should look for the rebels. Who knows where they went?
Hey, shouldn't we have a big supply of rat filters? FYI, it looks like we're running low on repair kits. Seriously, what was he thinking?
We've almost made it. I'm trying. I almost envied those bastards that ran away. Or maybe... Hello?
Jan? What a relief. We thought...
Yeah, so did I. I...
What? Your altars?
I guess they were so uneasy about their future, and apparently they thought they'd be better off.
You mean they ran away?
They took the exploration vehicle.
Tell me not...
No,
The ship is close, Jan.
ready? What? Wait a minute. Aren't you the head of mining operations? Aren't these your people?
They might answer to me, but their paychecks are signed. And if you confront them with your altars, they will have to react. The board will not tolerate anything that could cast even the slightest shadow on the legitimacy of this operation. And the rescue team is on their... Do I have to spell it out to you? They will have your altar.
What? Killed?
They're a special ops unit. Please, Jan. You always knew their primary mission was to escort the most precious. Did you really expect them to arrive?
So you lied to me.
I told you I'd test the waters, and that's what I did. But there is a lot of anxiety amongst... They can sense the vultures hovering around them, waiting for any... And they won't let them smell blood.
So what exactly is your plan?
The rescue team will arrive shortly before sunrise. You have time until then to come up with a way to smuggle your altars on board. In the meantime, You need to keep collecting
Yeah, sure. Once we take...
You will all go into cryosleep. And as the ship approaches Earth, Lucas will take remote control over it and modify the coordinates. The ship will land in a secluded location.
And what about the crew?
They'll be in cryosleep during the landing. And by the time they wake up, we will be far away. I have a lab ready, and a guarantee of immunity from people who understand. I'm moving operations to a more science-friendly, and, most importantly,
You're putting them in a lab?
I won't sugarcoat it. We've come too far together for that. If you wanted to hate me, I probably gave you enough reasons by now. Truth is, when I first heard about you, your situation, well, I'd be lying if I said it all came together immediately. On the contrary, I didn't hope for much. An accidental castaway with no qualifications, all alone, burdened with such a responsible task. But when Lucas told me you did it, you created your altar and managed to convince him to cooperate with you, I couldn't help but fantasize about where this could go. Can't you see? I've been waiting for something like this ever since they shut down Project Ela.
Yeah, about that. I heard some disturbing things about your experiments. Is it true your patients... Well, that they lost their minds?
Of course. That was the whole point. They were losing their old dysfunctional identity to gain a new, sound one. Whoever told you this must have heard some scraps of information and didn't have a full understanding of what we were doing. Yes, they were unorthodox things, but it was always about making people better. Project Ela was my whole life, Jan. Why would I devote myself to something harmful?
You never stopped dreaming about reviving it.
You wouldn't be so surprised if you knew what we could achieve.
Lucas told me you wanted to help war veterans, patients with PTSD.
Yes, that was the initial scope. But we could have done so much more. But take, for example, the possibilities of re-socializing criminals by altering the experiences that led to their corruption. But why not go even further? Why should we limit ourselves to thinking only about altering the past? Why not be able to influence the future?
What? How?
The Tree of Life. You've seen yours, but it's just a projection, a rudimentary interface. Think about it. What if it was no interface, but an integrated part of the human mind, allowing us to live our lives exactly the way we should.
The way we should? What? You mean, make the right decisions?
Exactly. The human cognitive system enhanced in a way evolution failed to do in millions of years.
I tried to do something like that. Using your upgrade, I tried to alter myself into someone who always makes the right decisions.
And? What happened?
I realized it's more complicated than that. That what I thought were bad choices can objectively be good ones.
Exactly. This is where the real breakthrough should happen. We have to be able to define a choice as good or bad by an objective, quantum-calculated analysis of its outcome in an instant.
Wow. That sounds completely unrealistic.
I prefer the term difficult, but Rapidium can help make it so much easier. Imagine a world where nobody ever takes the wrong turn. Children are never harmed. There are no court misrulings because there is no crime. Greedy and corrupt individuals never come to power, and because of that, wars never break out. Can you see now why your success meant so much to me? Do you not understand that giving Rapidium away for any other purpose would mean robbing humanity of its biggest evolutionary leap since we crawled out of the primordial soup? Do you still think there is a better purpose for your altars than to contribute to all that?
I'm not their owner. They're people in their own rights. I can't decide their fate for them.
That's very noble. But in a way, you've already done that when you created them. Look, all I'm asking is several weeks in a lab where I can run some tests on them, collect data, and prepare for the bigger leap.
And then what? You let them walk free?
You know I can't do that. It would be too risky for both of us and for them. But I could guarantee them a comfortable life. They would be hidden from the eyes of the world.
Imprisoned.
The only alternative for them is to be disposed of by the corporation, like waste. I think you need to take a breath. There's a lot to think about. How to smuggle your altars aboard that ship, for one. But first, you have to guide their navigator to your exact... They'll need you to mark the spot with a beacon. Start with that, and then... I trust you'll figure out what to do.
Yeah. Sure.
What do you mean?
The quantum computer chose me. Seems I was the one who had...
Well... Doesn't that just prove my point? We are capable... You'll hear from me again before the ship lands.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I thought you'd like to know that I ran into a completely new kind of anomaly. First thing that came to my mind was that it's some sort of a prism distortion. Really? What gave you that thought? Well, it behaved as if the reality around... Wise of you to bring it to me. Well, it didn't seem to do anything specific to me physically. No radiation. But it sure was. Felt as if I was in several different... In a way, you might have been. Huh? You mean? Remember how I told you that anomalies are places where our world intersects with the interworld? Well, what you're describing suggests a distortion in which it comes into contact with not one, but many proximity planes. Entering it is likely to evoke a sensation of being in several parallel realities at the same time. Calling it a prism is accurate, because it refracts your consciousness into Shit. Oh, good point. You'd best not spend too much time inside them. Plus, can I destroy them like the other? It should be possible. You just need to locate all of... All right. That was awesome. Thanks.